My recent shorts about men and women have been sparking a lot of conversation. So let's go deeper. I'm 59, as you know, and I've been married 3 times. I spent my first 2 marriages trying to be enough for men who weren't even enough for themselves. It wasn't until I did 40 years of inner work and finally married my 3rd husband last year that I realized we've been looking at men all wrong. If you're ready to stand in your power and stop being an emotional caretaker, here are 10 harsh truths about men that changed everything for me. Oh my God, truth is such a hard word in English. Truth. If he wanted to, he would. It's the simplest, harshest truth there is. If you're making excuses for his lack of effort in any area of life, you're just writing a script for a movie that he's not even starring in. You cannot mother a man into being a partner. If you find yourself managing his emotions, his schedule, or his potential, you've stopped being his wife and you've started being his parent. And you know what? Being his parent is the death of desire. You know this. A man's silence is a message. We spent hours analyzing, what did he mean? What did he mean when he said this? Usually he meant exactly what he said or didn't say. So stop translating silence into he's just deep or he's just busy or he just doesn't have the words for it. If you're unsure of what he meant, tell him and ask for clarity. If he can't use his words, go see a couples counselor. Clear communication is a non-negotiable in a healthy relationship. I'm going to say that again. Clear communication is a non-negotiable in a healthy relationship. His potential is a fantasy. I'm sorry, girl. It's a fantasy. You have to love the man standing in front of you today, not the version of him you think he could be if he just did the work. Because if he's not doing the work now, he's not that man, and he's never going to do that work. I have married potential, and it never worked. What about you? What have you learned and done the hard way in relationships? A healthy man is not intimidated by your power. On the contrary, people told me that being a strong, direct, honest woman would scare men away. And you know what? It only scares away the wrong man. Thank you. The right man, the masculine man, is actually attracted to your clarity, to your directness, to your fierceness, to your power. He treats you exactly how you allow him to. Men don't give respect. They respond to the standards you set for yourself. If he gets upset when you're you, it's not your job to persuade him to understand you or respect you. You are not his mother and you are not his therapist. Emotional intelligence is not optional. I used to think men just weren't wired for deep conversation, but you know what? That's a lie. My 3rd husband is my best friend because we actually communicate. Don't settle for a stone wall. This whole BS about men not being able to talk about how they feel or have deep conversations, that's just a story, and it's a story that's useless. So don't settle. Demand men that can talk about their emotions are emotionally available. If he's hot and cold, he's not into you, and it's probably not always about you. Could be about him being, borderline. Consistency is the hallmark of a man who is ready for a queen. If it feels like a roller coaster, please get off the ride. You are too old for maybes. You need someone who wants you fiercely. Your overgiving is actually self-abandonment. We think that being nice and giving makes us more lovable. Stop that. To a certain type of man, it just makes you a target. I had to learn to stop giving until it hurt. So much of my being in the world was about giving and helping and fixing, and I realized that it was to justify my own existence in this world. Because if I'm not doing this, then what am I worth? Gotta stop. A great man is a bonus, not a solution. One really important thing here is I built a life as a nomad that I loved first. I built a life for me that I loved. I was happy alone. And that is exactly when the right partner is allowed to walk in. He didn't complete me, he complemented me. I'm married to a man who truly sees me, but I had to walk through the fire of 2 failed marriages to learn these lessons. Which of these truths hit a nerve for you? Are you still waiting for potential to show up for him to live it? Or are you ready to choose yourself first? Let's talk in the comments. I'm reading all of them. Next time, we're talking about people pleasing. Yeah! And how that nice girl mask is actually the thing keeping you trapped. So, subscribe. Thank you for being here. And I will see you soon again. Yeah! Have a nice day.